Hi, welcome back to my channel. So I just finished getting ready. I didn't record any of it. I was just trying to see if I had time. I woke up since I think it was like 6. Yeah, 6. And you're like, oh my gosh, that doesn't take that long. What, from 6 to what time is it now? 8:30. No, I think it's 8:30. But it's just I even if it doesn't come out perfect, when I'm doing it, I'm kind of like it needs to come out this way. And so I put a little bit of eyeshadow. It's not 100%, but I was like, let me just put something on there, and then my eyelashes, and yeah, it came out how I look. I like how it came out. And I just try to just, it's not 100% right, but we'll fix it in a bit. So today we're gonna go in with some friends to go and take some pictures. I believe it's I don't know if it's like a pumpkin patch, she said, something like that. But she said she won't, because me and my husband and our twins had already taken some pictures in another pumpkin patch, but that was like during October. And so we already took ours as a family. But she was like, well, I want to go when it's kind of cooler outside. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Just let me know when. And so, yeah, I guess today we're going to go and do that. But right now, I just wanted to jump on here and just kind of chat with y'all. I did want to make their bottles. So what I do is I have the bag where whenever I used to pump milk, I used to put them in these containers. See? And then little lids, obviously, right? Because I was breastfeeding. And then this situation happened where I got sick. It was so crazy. I got sick after my pregnancy. Yeah, I got sick after my pregnancy with my twin girls. I've never been sick before. And right after, I don't know, having them like a month or so, I would say. They were born December 19. And I ended up going to the emergency, I would say February, around that, time. And I went in for back pain, upper back pain. And I told them hey, it hurts, and somewhere up here it hurts, and I don't know why, it just happened out of nowhere. And then I told them that I got to a point where it made me cry. And usually, I guess I tolerate pain well, I guess you can say. Not, I guess I had a lot of pain, in different ways. I cut my foot one time, and it hurt pretty bad, but so I feel like I can tolerate pain. But when this started hurting, my upper back started hurting, it hurt so bad. I'm sorry, babies. So I want to talk loud, right? So y'all can hear me. Sorry. But if I talk loud, they hear me, and then they're like, hey, what's going on? Anyways, and then so yeah, I went for that back pain. And then I get there, and they're like, well, how did it start? And then I told them it was it would hurt, but then it would go away, and it wasn't that bad, until finally it hurt so bad where I couldn't move. And so my husband's like, are you okay? And I'm like, I don't think so, because I can't move. And I started crying, and so I was like, no, this is the time when I go, and I don't like going to the emergency. I don't like going to the doctor, and I never get sick, thank God, right? But I don't. And then And so they're like doing all these x-rays and CT scans and taking out blood and trying to see, you know, what's wrong. And then I guess to get to the point, they end up finding that I have this kind of like fungal or fungus in my lungs, called Cryptococcus, if I'm saying it correctly. So they gave me Motrin that night that I went to the emergency. I waited for like the longest time, and they gave me Motrin, and then that back pain went away. But when they did all the x-rays and everything, they would, you know, they found masses, which at first they thought it was cancer. They took me to where, you know, the floor for the cancer patients are and stuff, and they thought it was cancer. And then, you know, they started doing all these tests and everything. And then, yeah, they came to find out I had that fungal infection in my lungs. So then I had to stop breastfeeding. Like, I guess to get into the point, that's why I had to stop breastfeeding, because of that. The medicine that I was drinking, or that I'm still drinking, it's crazy how long I've been drinking it, but yeah. So that medicine, obviously it's bad for them. So, yeah, I had to stop drinking. They had to stop drinking, you know, breast milk because of that. But anyway, so I kept the pump, and I still have it, obviously. And then it came with these containers. I like these containers so much because they come in handy. And so what I do, you know, my husband doesn't agree with me in this, but, you know, I guess, I don't know, like, I tell him, well, you know, it works for me. So whenever I go out, I prepare their milk on here. And then I put this lid. Well, look, I'll show you right now. So this is the milk that I'm giving them, the Enfamil. So I'm giving them this one. And so, like today, we're gonna go out and take pictures and stuff like that. I'd rather have the milk ready, and that's just me. I don't know, my husband's like, well, we can just make it out there. And I'm like, yeah, but then having twins, even if it's me and my husband, I don't know, mom, you understand as a parent. You understand, my bad. You understand when, you know, babies or kids, they just tend to get fuzzy. And it gets hard sometimes to, you know, to me, it's just like, I don't want to hear them cry. I'd rather get to and solving the problem, which is feeding them, because, you know, like, I feed them every 2 hours. They already eat solids and stuff, so I can give them, they eat whatever we eat. But like, I don't know, I just tend to want to make them and stuff like that. So right now, let me wash my hands really quick, and then I'm just gonna prepare 4. I think 4 should be fine. And then what I do, is I have these, they're like ice packs, and so I put these in there. So let's just say we're out and about and they're hungry, boom, you know, the milk is ready, and you don't have to make it. I don't know, I'm not saying that it works all the time, because sometimes, you know, if you go to a friend's house, then you have time to make the milk and stuff like that. But, you know, I just tend to want to do it when we go somewhere out like this, because you're walking, and, you know, it's just, I don't know, it just works for me. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let me get a water. And so I just use purified drinking water. This is what I give them. And I've been doing this ever since, you know, they came home, when they were born. And, okay, so I'm gonna do 4. Let me see. And babies are starting to wake up. But see, the good thing is that at least I got to get ready, you know, like if they wake up then it's fine because I get to shower them. I want to shower them before we go. We might be leaving like 11 something. Right now it's like 8 something. So if they wake up right now, then I can bathe them. And then they have time to kind of like, you know, like let their hair dry and stuff like that. Because it is really cold outside. I don't know if it's like 40, 50 something, I think I would say. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but... So then, yeah, I can bathe them and then get them ready. They don't have much hair, but I can probably do something like you know, something, a little bow or something, just for they can come out here in the pictures. I'm not really used to the recording and everything, so maybe I'll just stick some clips of us being out there, so y'all can see. And so let me get and so this one, I'm just gonna open another one just because that one's about to finish. And so I can open it. Let's see if I can open it. Let me get a knife. Okay. Well, so the holidays are coming up. It's crazy how Thanksgiving is around the corner. We're on the, what, 11? It's crazy. Like, time is flying so fast, like, so fast, like, I don't know, like, I've been a stay-at-home mom since, I still remember this day, September 6, 2021, it was before they were born, and obviously, I've been a stay-at-home mom, and I say September 6th, because that's the day that my dad passed away. He had his own business, and so here I'm gonna make the milk. He had his own landscaping business, and my husband and I would work with him. I would be the one handling, like, my dad was very sick at the end. Well, he had been sick for like the longest time, but he was always okay, you know, like we thought, like, he's good and stuff like that, until it got to this point where, like, he just kept getting sick. He kept saying his stomach was hurting and all this stuff, and you know, and then I remember going to visit him at the hospital, and the doctor was like, hey, can I talk to you outside? And I was like, yeah. So is my dad gonna get better? And then doctor says, I don't know if anyone has told you, but there's nothing we can do for your dad. And you know, that was like the hardest thing for me to hear. But I had to accept it. I still don't accept it. I still can't believe he's gone. It's just weird, you know? But anyways, forgot what I was saying. And so, yeah, we were working with him. But I remember, obviously, that day that he left, my dad didn't leave a will. And when you don't leave a will, everything gets so hard. And the hardest and craziest thing is that he didn't even have my mom in the will. So, just for advice, get a will. Get a will, because lawyer was expensive. It was just like, thank God we had friends that helped us out, because it was so much money. Obviously they help you with like monthly payment plans and stuff like that, but then, you know, everything kind of came, you know, everything bunched up, because, you know, we had like babies coming in the way, and then you're trying to save money for this, and, you know, and I feel like nobody was helping me. I have 4 brothers, but I don't know. Since I feel like I'm the only child, if that's how I could put it. But anyways, yeah, so he passed, and we had no access to his accounts anymore, obviously. Um, you know, I'm the one who would go and deposit checks for my dad. I would drive the trailer, go and get material, and make sure that, like, just, you know, supervise everyone and stuff. But when he was gone, then we couldn't touch the account anymore. Everything just, you know, it was crazy. Everything had to stop. So then now I remember, that's why I remember that day. That was like my last day of work. And I haven't worked ever since. And then they were born, and I had babies that are awake. As I say, this is how I'm making it. Then I just make it like that. And then, yeah, so I've been stay-at-home mom since last year. Yeah, since last year. And it's been hard, but I'm telling you, like, I would think that me being here, time wouldn't fly, because I'm used to working, and I'm, you know, and I like working and this and that, but time is flying, no matter if I'm here or not, you know. And then there's always something to do here. It's like, I don't know, maybe it's just with the singleton or with twins, but like with my experience with twins and being my first kids, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, you know, you go and you clean up a section and you're like, okay, it's all clean, right? And then you're doing other stuff and you make sure that they're in their spot so they can play with their toys. But then you turn around and you're like, why are they over there playing with the stuff that you just put away? So it's like a never ending thing. But, you know, I feel like as long as they're entertained, they're gonna be a year next month. And I feel like, even though they don't speak obviously yet, but it feels like they're always like babbling. But it's so cute because they'll be like looking at each other and babbling. I'm like, I wonder if they understand what they're saying, because it's so cute, you know. But I don't know, I love to see that. But yeah, so it's like a never ending story, with the cleaning and the cooking and stuff like that. But it's fine, you know, as long as they're happy, as long as they're healthy. And they're already growing teeth. They're teething. Priscilla only has the 2 bottom, and Camila has the 2 bottom, and I believe 2 on top already, something like that. And then you can kind of see like the middle ones a little. But man, do I tell you, they eat. I mean, I've been giving them, well, I started with purees when they were 4 months, and then I started gradually integrating, like, you know, solids like egg and all that. At first they didn't like the egg, but then I started like still giving it to them, and then I would like make them into sticks, you know, and stuff like that. And then finally they accepted the egg, and I'm like, yes. And then fish and stuff like that, and peanut butter. So I was like, okay, you know. So yeah, so I'm doing this is 4. And then I'm gonna get the bag. Let me get the bag. Sorry. I have it hanging over there in the door. Like, in the closet on the way out, it just feels like it's just like, so I won't forget. But yeah, so this is it. And so what I do, obviously it has this section right here, and what I do is I just put them in, and then I put the ice packs in there. And that's it. Ow. And then okay, so then that's ready. So see, like, I feel like now I don't have to worry about that anymore, you know. Yeah, I don't know what else I should, let me see, before they wake up. I mean, everything's pretty clean. It's not 100%. But I know whatever is not clean right now, which is like maybe 3 dishes, when they wake up, I tend to make breakfast. And so, you know, they're gonna get dirty either way. And then I like to just throw them in the dishwasher, and it's just easy, you know. Because when it's like 2 or 3, I'm like, you know, and it's just 2 cups. They're not that dirty. But it's so cold outside. I'm like, oh my gosh, can't believe like the winter is here and we're in Thanksgiving month. It's just, and then the planning for their first birthday. I'm so excited, but so nervous. I don't know, it's just crazy how they've grown so much. I still remember them being so small, and I don't know, and then out of nowhere they're just like so big, and I don't know, it's like everybody's like, enjoy these moments, because the day that they grow, you're gonna miss it. I don't know if y'all can see. Let me turn on some light for you. You see, that's them, and they were small, and I don't know if you can, let's see. So that's Priscilla when she was smaller, and that's Camila. They were so adorable, and they still are, but like, I don't want them to grow. It's like I want them to grow, so I don't have to like, you know, because like carrying them in the baby carriers is so hard when I'm going somewhere, especially because I live on the 2nd floor. They're so heavy. So, you know, for one part, it's like I want them to grow so they can walk by themselves, but then I don't, because I'm gonna miss this. And, you know, I would always tell my family and friends, like, I never want kids, and, you know, I'm never having kids and so forth. And then it turns out that we ended up having twins. But anyways, and then now they're here, and then here's Camila. She's full and awake. And so, alrighty, so I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and end the video here. But just stay tuned, we'll have more videos. Please subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.